What's up, y'all? I'm back. And today, Sony announced that there's going to be a state of play tomorrow. In the video game week. As I call it. Because with this state of play, now it's state of play tomorrow. Nothing on Thursday. Then Summer Game Fest and IO Interactive is doing a stream, presumably on the James Bond game. But we'll talk about all those things as they get a little closer. But today, I want to give my predictions for the state of play. So state of play, June 2025. So I don't know how big Sony wants to go here because, again, Summer Game Fest is in 3 days. 2 days if you count the day of the show, so it's in 2 days, right? And PlayStation is also at Jeff Keighley's event, Summer Game Fest, right? So here are I'll start off with my realistic predictions. So, Soros, I think we're gonna see Soros. If you don't know what Soros is, Soros was the new IP, announced in February, I want to say. Yeah, February or late January from Housemarque. Housemarque is a dope studio. If you haven't played Returnal, go play Returnal. Like, it has very, very, very addicting gameplay. So, and they said they would be showing gameplay this year, so that I think is a lock. I think they're gonna show that. What else do I think we would get? Third party, it's hard to predict, bro, because, Sony last time did a Borderlands state of play, which was cool to watch, but I like Borderlands. I reviewed the movie on this channel, but I probably will not be buying Borderlands 4 this year. But, so I don't know what... Oh, here's my one third-party prediction. So, and I'm a big Resident Evil fan, right? So, this is gonna be a long video, guys, because I'm just spitballing here, right? Just to let you guys know. I think Resident Evil 9 is gonna get revealed tomorrow. I do. No, why do you think it's gonna get revealed tomorrow and not at Summer Game Fest? Because Capcom's on the list of round 1 of developers that are announced for Summer Game Fest. And why do I think it's gonna get revealed? Because basically every Resident Evil game gets revealed at a PlayStation event. Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake. I think Resident Evil 8 got revealed at a PlayStation event, right? So it makes sense that if they want to continue with the streak, right, that Resident Evil 9 gets revealed. And Sony on this one, they just said the times. So on East Coast, I should have done this first, but on East Coast where I reside, like I reside on the East Coast, it's at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So, expect a video of tomorrow, but it's gonna be later in the day, like, so I can break down the state of play and what I thought of it. Yeah. So, Resident Evil, is one of my third-party predictions. This is tough, bro, because again, you can't predict Sony, right? Maybe Mafia of the Old Country, right? Maybe, because you didn't see 2K on the Summer Game Fest developer list, right? Maybe Mafia of the Old Country, because that comes out in August, and I can't wait for that game. I pre-ordered that game. I can't wait for that game. Okay. Now The one third party thing that I really want, because it comes out in October, and I did manage, for those of y'all that are wondering, I did manage to get a collector's edition, is Ghost of Yotei. I want Ghost of Yotei gameplay, bro. Like, the last two trailers, hell, I pre-ordered a collector's edition because the trailer looks so good. Also, I love the first game. The first game is one of my favorite games of all time. So, yeah. I would love to see, but again, it's not a showcase, it's a state of play. So I'm trying to keep my expectations mild, right? I would love to see Ghost of Yotei, right? Another Ghost of Yotei trailer, right? I think we're gonna get that either at Summer Game Fest or at this event. And my other lock, well, sort of lock for either one of the events, I'm gonna do separate videos for all of these. So I'm gonna do separate videos for Summer Game Fest predictions and Xbox Game Showcase predictions. So stay tuned for those videos. But one of my so if Death Stranding comes out in a month, comes out in 22 days, I think, right? It comes out the 22nd if you get the early access. So, I think we're either going to get a Death Stranding trailer tomorrow, or we're going to get a Death Stranding trailer on Friday, or we're going to get a Death Stranding trailer on Sunday. Because Kojima and Keighley are doing another event, on Sunday, where it's just Kojima and Keighley. So, yeah, I think either we're gonna get a Death Stranding trailer one of these 3 days. If we get a Death Stranding trailer tomorrow, my Summer Game Fest prediction changes for PlayStation. If we don't get a Death Stranding 2 trailer tomorrow, then my prediction for Summer Game Fest is Death Stranding. But yeah, so now, I know I always say this, and I will probably put this game as the thumbnail, because you guys know how anticipated I am for this game. I would love to get a surprise game. Now, I don't care what that is. I don't care if it's an infamous, yeah, I'll do the surprise game first. I don't care if it's an Infamous remaster. I don't care if it's a Resistance remaster. I don't care if it's if it's an Insomniac game that comes out this year, like a smaller one. I will lose my shit, right? But yeah, I would love to see a surprise game that we haven't seen yet. Or, never mind. There is a rumor that there is, a smaller God of War game that's set in Greece again. And if you guys don't know, I am Greek. So if they go back to Greek mythology for a game, and you're like Kratos, and it's like a prequel game, that would be cool. That would be badass, actually. That would be cool. Okay, now for your boy's wild prediction. Your boy's wild prediction is Wolverine. Yup, your boy's wild prediction is Wolverine. I've given up on Spider-Man DLC. I don't think we're gonna get Spider-Man DLC because it's been almost two years since Spider-Man 2 came out, right? But I hope we see Wolverine, y'all. Again, that's my wishful thinking. I hope we see Wolverine at one of these events. I hope we see Wolverine at one of these events. Like, dude, they announced it 4 years ago, right? And I just want to see it, man. Right? I just want to find out who's voicing Wolverine. I want to find out, because I haven't seen the leaked footage, and what happened to Insomniac was terrible, bro. Like, they got hacked, and some employees of theirs got doxxed and stuff like that, and I get why it's taking such a long time for Wolverine to come out, but I hope we see it this year. I'm not asking for it to come out this year. I don't think it's coming out this year. I think if we get a surprise game, I think it's gonna be that surprise game and Ghost of Yotei that carry the fall for Sony, right? But yeah, like like, um, like my wild prediction is Wolverine, right? Like that's my wild prediction, and or there was like I didn't look at the leaks, but I looked at like their inner like their plan for the next 10 years, and there was a Venom game on there, right? There was a Venom solo game, like a Venom Miles Morales game, I'm assuming. So, and if we were to get that, your boy would be very, 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 very happy, right? Because if you guys don't know, like I love all PlayStation studios, but Insomniac is my favorite. Insomniac is probably my favorite studio of all time because uh, they made two of my favorite, or three of my favorite games of all time, excuse me. They made Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2, right? And if we were to get either Venom or Wolverine from Insomniac, I would lose my shit. I would lose my shit. And I would be very happy. But if I had to guess on if they were to reveal a smaller game, what it would be, because it's been rumored and stuff by like Jeff Grubb and insiders like that. Yeah, bro. I think it's gonna be the God of War game, which is fine. You guys know how much I love God of War, right? But, bruh, like that would be cool. What else do I think we could get? Oh yeah. Since Warner Brothers isn't on the list for Summer Game Fest, I think the Hogwarts Legacy, what do they call it? Director's Cut might be here, right? Or Warner Brothers could announce a new game. Like I don't think this will happen, but if they announce Injustice 3, your boy will be very, 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 very happy. Cause I covered Gotham Knights on here and Suicide Squad, but I actually want to cover a game that I love, 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 and I love the Injustice franchise for DC. And DC is really making a comeback this year, and it's 5 weeks until your boy's birthday, and 5 weeks until Superman comes out, because Superman comes out 2 days after your boy's birthday. So yeah, my birthday's on the 8th of July, and Superman comes out on the 11th. So DC is making a comeback. So if they were to announce, and I don't think this will happen, I think more likely if Warner Brothers is there, I think it's either gonna be Hogwarts Legacy Director Cut or whatever the next Lego game is, which is rumored to be Lego Batman 4. So yeah. In terms of other Marvel stuff, if we don't get Wolverine or Venom or like a secret Marvel game that Insomniac is working on that they're dropping this year, right? I think we could see Marvel Hydra 1883 here, right? I think we could do that. I think that game is a lock for either Summer Game Fest or Summer Game Fest or this thing, right? Because Xbox, we're not doing Xbox today. Like we're not doing the predictions, but Xbox has their own Marvel game that I want to talk about potentially seeing. So at the the Xbox Game Showcase, which by the way, the Xbox Game Showcase is usually the best out of all these shows, right? Like, it's been that way for the last 3 years that I've watched these shows, right? But we'll see what Sony has, and I'm just excited for the week of games ahead, and then next week your boy's having a good first 2 weeks of June, man. Cause next week I'm going to Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and um and I'm very, 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 very excited about that. Oh yeah, and Lil Wayne has an album coming out this week. I am very excited about that. And Rascal Flatts has their duets project coming out this week. So stay tuned. If you want to see my review of the Rascal Flatts project, stay subscribe to my country channel, right? But yeah, like bruh, if they announce Wolverine, or like they show Ghost of Yote, or there's like a surprise God of War game and stuff like that, or like there's a surprise Venom game, or or if it's just a good show, man. Like that's what I hope. Cause my last State of Play, like it had things that I was interested in, like Mind's Eye and which Mind's Eye also comes out next week. Mind's Eye and Soros, which I think Soros is a lock. We're getting a gameplay demo for that because they said we would see gameplay this year, right? It wasn't, and they showed like a Lost Suicide trailer, which they might show again. Well, they might show a new trailer for that because that game got delayed until August. So yeah, for me, I'm just hoping for a good show, man. Like those were my predictions. Oh yeah, and remasters. I would love to see an Infamous 1 and 2 remaster, bro. I would like I know Sony's probably thinking like, hey, we do all these Marvel games now, like we don't need, but an Infamous 1 and 2 remaster would be incredible. Resistance would also be incredible to see remastered. Um okay, another wild one. Maybe Sly 5, right? Like, one of the YouTubers I watch podcast now, Alex, that one's for you, man. Right? And that one's also for me, because I love the Sly Cooper games. I don't care what nobody says. Like, I love those games. So, yeah, those are my, like, remaster or, like, revive series that we could see at the showcase at the State of Play tomorrow. And yeah, oh yeah, and I was gonna do its own video on this, but I guess since this is already a long video, I'm gonna add on to it. They showed at State of Unreal today, they showed a Witcher 4 demo, bro. I can't believe we're already seeing this game. Oh my god, it looks so good. But yeah, it looks amazing. So yeah. Those are my thoughts on what potentially could be there at the State of Play tomorrow. Stay tuned for my video breaking down the State of Play tomorrow once it finishes. But it will be later in the day, guys, because the State of Play tomorrow is at 5 p.m. and it's apparently over 40 minutes long. So yeah. And Sony didn't set expectations. That's why all my picks are, some of them are wild and some of them are more realistic. So, yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And goodbye, and God bless you guys.